let me reintroduce our guest, Brian Godinez with ERO Architects. And he's been the underwriter for these conversations that have been exposing people in business and leadership, kind of bringing them together to think from and look at the economy from the eagle's perch, look down to what's taking place, because it is amazing what's taking place. And you can tell online, our guest, Carol Warkachewski, CEO of iLinkUp, that has opened up an office here in South Texas with 15 plus years of experience in working, for example, with private sector and the architects and the construction firms. Can you point to, because you mentioned that you have footprints in Houston, in the state capitol, other places like that. Carol, can you point to maybe an example of a project or two that you helped work with, or maybe in part help orchestrate and try to coordinate the creation of, because we're looking forward to very successful projects in South Texas as well.
Yeah, so the interesting thing about this organization is that we help facilitate the bringing together of people, but we don't actually do projects. So what we do is we invite people to show up through networking events, through our educational programs. And what we hear are stories of people that said, oh my gosh, I have a new client now. I never had met somebody, from Alamo colleges, for example, and we had them come in and I introduced myself and now I've got work going on with them, or on a development project on a private side that we might do a project tour and they'll meet some of the people that worked on that project and the owner, the client, and all of a sudden they have a new area of work that they can expand into. So we just provide the opportunities and we let everybody, you got to take the step forward. Everybody else has to take the step forward. So one of my kind of superhuman powers is connecting people. And Brian is kind of the same way. And we're very simpatico in that process. So in connecting people, we allow them those opportunities and they take advantage of those opportunities.
Excellent. Like a chamber mixer on steroids, but it's for design and construction of everything that needs to come up.
Exactly.
Well, it's no accident that Carol and I are in this together. 23 years ago, when I moved here, I wanted to create a vision for myself where I would have a significant impact in the community, and I honed in on two words: connected communities. And I said, that's my vision. That's what I want to accomplish 23 years ago, and my path has been towards that. In public relations, eventually into architecture, communications, and now in development. And that's in essence what we're doing, is we're connecting communities. One of the things that I want to build on what Carol said is that while we're not creating projects, we certainly are introducing our local resources to individuals that have gone out of area to find architects and contractors and engineers, and then meeting people here locally. I heard 2 or 3 conversations going on as I was walking around. I didn't know you were here. Well, I need to talk to you. I've been going to Austin, or I've been going to Dallas.
Yeah.
I didn't realize we had you here.
Yeah.
And we're hoping that's
good.
That's what's going to springboard, we think, more work for our folks down here.
We're going to need a lot of that. And as we look at we're pretty much out of time on this conversation. I want to continue having these conversations in the near future. Education, selling the area on the economic development. So we got to sell ourselves. But we also need the resources of human capital, education, and of course the resources. So the next one you were telling me, might move towards more like infrastructure. And there's plenty to talk about there, from the deepening of the Port of Brownsville to the longer runways to some of these bridges going full throttle commercial here pretty soon. There's so much to talk about. We look forward to the next conversation. Please keep us posted on when that is taking place.
We will.
And that way we'll enjoy some chicken lunch and just take all that information in. Carol, it's a pleasure. We wish you continued success. We appreciate the fact that you have an office here in South Texas. The website, real quick, Carol, where do folks find you online?
Sure, it's very simple. It's i-lincp.org. O-R-G.
Easy enough. All right. Thank you, folks, for joining us today. Carol Warkachewski with iLinkUp and my friend Brian Godinez from ERO. Be well.